Good morning, lovely friends. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? I've already done an hour and a half of yoga this morning with a customer, with a client. Energy work. I've already done an hour and a half of energy work. Here I am out doing energy work. My life is about that, doing energy work. I've got my feet on the ground. I'm in the light of the sun. I'm in nature. I'm in nature's energy, just practicing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, lovely. Good morning, lovely friends. Just practicing sharing love, just loving myself and loving the others exactly the same way. That's the practice. That is the energy of unconditional love. Good morning, good morning. Healing myself with unconditional love, that's what I've done in my life. That's what I do in my life, with my life. Once you discover unconditional love, that you recognize that there's nothing else to do other than be unconditionally loving, right? It just becomes the way to conduct yourself. Right, so that's really a change of mindset is what it is. It's a change of mindset. Unfortunately, it's changing our mindset to something that we don't know as of yet. This is the trouble, is that, we have a vision of what love is in our mind, but understanding that the vision we have of love in our mind is the vision that has been given to us. So, the information that, the way that I'm interacting with my world is the energy I'm giving off, is the sum total of all of my thought. It's all the things that I believe. This is my resonance, my vibration, my frequency, my feeling, my body, my heart, my feminine, my divine feminine. This is my love. This is my feeling. This is my intuition. This is the way I feel inside of myself. This is knowledge of the feelings of love inside of the self, the feelings inside of ourself. This is the resonance, the energy, the frequency, the feminine. And we have this in us, and we have the masculine, the decision maker, the thinker, the knower, the wisdom. There's wisdom within us. There's intuition within us. There's two. There's masculine and feminine, divine masculine and divine feminine. And they both need to be sharpened. What's gone on is, through human life, we've learned kind of one way or the other, right-handed. Truly, the human is ambidextrous and should really practice both. But, before you start trying to brush your teeth with your left hand, try to fix it within yourself. This is left and right brain. This is thinker and feeler. Right? This is thoughts and words and actions and living in a habit. This is a discipline. This is the masculine mind. This is a practice. This is a way of life, a way of being. Like a monk, he practices. He reads the book. He thinks about it. He meditates on those words. He breathes and he listens and he reads those words over and over and over again. It's a repetition. This is how the mind is reprogrammed, through repetition, through practice, through habit, through behavior. This is how the masculine mind is developed, through habit, through behavior, through practice. And many of us are masculine mind developed, and many of us are more feminine mind developed. And it really doesn't necessarily reflect on your sex. in that I'm meeting many, many women who are very masculine minded and many, many women who are very feminine minded. And I see this definitely the same with men, in that some men are more, overbearingly right. This is the masculine. And some men are a little more meek and a little more passive and step back. And it depends whether, in their family home, they identified with mother or father's energy. Everybody's, grown in their own home and has their own understanding of reality from the experience they've had in their life. So everyone sees it a little bit differently and sees it from a different perspective, as a man or a woman who is feminine or masculine wired, right or left-handed. But it doesn't really mean that one is good and one is bad and one is right and one is wrong, but there's this divine struggle that one is right and one is wrong, and it's not one right and one wrong. Love is not right or wrong. Okay, it's not about fighting about masks or not masks, or vaxxed or not vaxxed, or black lives or white lives or whatever. It's not about fighting. The story around is trying to make you fight so that you can be in that low frequency vibration of fighting. This is what the powers above want you to do, is to fight. Truly, the human needs to love. Truly, the human is a love being, a being that operates on unconditional love. And when it runs fighting, competition, comparison, judgment, all of these things that are not love, when those energies get run through the system, this clogs up the system. Emotionally, dark energies like this, shadow emotions like this, they get stuck in the physical body. They don't move so freely as white light, unconditional loving thoughts and words do. We need to prepare our bodies to receive more of the light, to understand more of the light, understanding that all of the energy here is coming from the sun, the light of the sun. It comes down, it bounces off the tree, and it comes into your eyes, and you see it and observe it and perceive it within yourself. Like what is happening around you is really happening within you. It's a divine paradox. It's a divine paradox. It's both. It's two. It's masculine and feminine. And if we can get both our masculine and our feminine mind in peace and harmony and love inside of ourselves, if we can open up the energy channels which have become clogged with emotional baggage and physical baggage, because we've been eating the incorrect foods. So we've got this emotional attachment to food. We're using food to cover it up. As soon as you take the food away and have a fast, all those emotions come up. And, we've been pacifying those emotions with food. Fasting is the way to free this energy. Fasting is the way to become aware of your inner energies. To step out of the illusion that we're living in, the programming that we're in. We're stuck in mind. We're stuck in masculine mind. We're right. The other is wrong. We cannot grow this way. We need to detoxify and prepare the body to come back to the truth. The truth is human is not body or mind. Truth is human is energy. We need to come back to the truth, to the energy, to the resonance, to the frequency. Human is divine feminine energy. Yes, emotional body. Right, and we can affect the divine feminine by using our imagination. So we can grow love, health, wellness inside of ourselves through our imagination, through the divine feminine. But we've got to unlock that in our mind. If we're left-handed, or if we're left-brained, or analytical, or critical, analysis, problem solving. This is the man, the entrepreneurial mind, the thrusting out. This is the masculine. Yes, we need it to heal. And yes, we do need the divine feminine, the loving feeling and emotion of the feminine. And we can conjure feelings and emotions in our mind, in our imagination. Imagine yourself right now on your favorite holiday. You can start to get a feeling of, that vision growing inside of you. You can get a feeling of love and health growing inside of you. But you've got to have, open energy channels to even understand this inner energy and work with this inner energy. And we don't have these channels flowing. The energy is stagnant. And this is why people don't have knowledge of this, because their energies become stagnant from incorrect foods for 30, 40, 50 years. I mean, if you're over 40, if you're over 50, then you understand you're getting the aches and pains of life. This is emotional. This is physical. This is mental pain that's coming into the body and life. It needs to be removed holistically, physically, mentally, emotional change. If we want to change the emotional body, the feelings, we change the movement, we change the mental. Change the physical and the mental, and the emotional body will respond. Get yourself moving. Get yourself breathing, some sort of energy practice. Start your day with some sort of energy lifting practice, a movement and breath work practice. Get into a more nourishing way of eating, a live food, energy giving nutrition, hydrogen rich, fruits and vegetables, things that come from God, things that are alive, bearing in mind that human is life. Human is life force. And if human needs to rebuild healthy cells made of life force, then human must eat foods that are full of life. Enzymes, alive, fiber, energy, life force. Don't worry about the calories in and the calories out. This is a mess. Human has been fooled into believing that nutrition is where it gets its energy. It's not true. It's not true. Just test it. You can go 3 months without food. You can't go 3 weeks without water. You can't go 3 minutes without breath. Human is nourished by breath first. Human is nourished by fluids second. Drink your juices. Rehydrate the body. Human is water. Human is fluid. And because they've been fooled into believing that human is calories in and calories out, cellular structure. Human is not a stone. Human is the energy that courses through the cell. Human is the energy. Human has full control over the energy if he has balance and control and management and harmony with his masculine mind. Yes, it can happen, but the body must be cleansed and detoxified of its blocks, of its habitual blocks, the lifestyle, the addictions to food and drugs and substance. Yes, we need to dial it back. It doesn't mean we need to eliminate. We need to rebalance and rejig our entire lives. It's not about elimination. It's about rebalancing. And it can be done with raw foods and fasting on the physical level, on the physical nourishment level. It can be done with movement. These are movements. But most of all, it's done in mind with a proper balanced development of the masculine mind and a proper balanced development of the feminine mind. And they are both balanced and developed in different ways. Both developed in different ways, and absolutely essential and necessary if you want to be whole. This is it. We have to make ourselves whole. We have to come back to wholeness, lovelies. We've been separated from wholeness that is here, that is available to us, within us and around us in every single moment. This is the promise. The power is always here. And how to bring ourselves to here and now and step into that power in any moment, it's the breath. It's to come to that in and out breath. This is the gift of life. Just bring yourself back to the gift. Just become aware of the gifts of life. To be grateful for your next breath. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for breath. Thank God for light. Thank God for earth. Just changing your perspective while you breathe. Just changing the things you hold in mind while you breathe. This is the practice, lovers. Have yourself a super awesome, terrific day. I'll be jumping on this afternoon with a couple of conversations. I look forward to seeing you all. I love you. I love you.